economics.
Stephen Levitt is here. He is the Alvin H. Baum Professor of Economics at the University of Chicago. And also joining me, Stephen Dubner. He is a writer for the New York Times and a best-selling author. Their new book is called Freakonomics. A rogue economist explores the hidden side of everything. Pleasure to have both of them at this table for the first time. And here's what Malcolm Gladwell says, author of The Tipping Point and Blink, as all of you know. Prepare to be dazzled. Let's begin with the obvious. Freakonomics. What is Freakonomics?
Well, we wanted to send a strong message to people that this wasn't your usual textbook. This wasn't some gray-haired, grumpy old man economist telling you that deflation was coming. This is a book about life. It's about fun things in life. And we felt a lot of people don't like economics. And this would be a way to open the hearts and minds of people to economics.
Then why do you like economics? I mean, what is it about economics that's so thrilling for you?
To be honest, I like economics. I started to like economics because I was good at it. Yeah. It wasn't because I liked markets or currencies or whatnot. It was a way I'd always thought. When I took introductory economics with Martin Feldstein at Harvard, and they put the pictures, supply and demand, and talked about marginal versus average, all the things economists do. Yeah. I realized that's just the way, that's the name for what I already do. And so that's what got me into economics, not a love for the subject, but a love for the tools.
Now, then I would assume that a guy like you, as smart as you are, doesn't need a co-author to help him write a book.
Well, first of all, I'm not that smart. Second of all, you obviously never read how bad I write, so I did.
So you needed a writer here
to
take what you know and translate it.
Absolutely.
But actually, you know, in his defense, you know, I've now read a few million econ papers, and Steve's and many others, and you know, he's a good writer. I mean, the thing about Steve is he's a good storyteller, and he can look at a pile of data and come out of it with a great story to tell, whether it's about crack dealers, or you know, abortion and the effect on the crime rate, or the Ku Klux Klan or whatnot. And there are very few, I mean, there's a lot of great, brilliant academics. Obviously, you talk to them at this table all the time. But,
including Feldstein.
But to put it in story form for a book that the average, you know, nonfiction book reader is going to want to read is, you know, there aren't that many of them there. There's a lot of journalists who could be sitting in my chair tonight. I'm the lucky one who, you know, who found him essentially.
Because he had something to say.
Again, there's a lot that have something to say. Prolific is a weird word to use, but he does a lot of work, and he does a lot of work that's of interest to people like us who can actually get our minds around it. But also the way he says it is with a combination of rigor and creativity. There's a lot of creativity in the work, and again, there are a lot of hugely creative social scientists, but you know, using the tools of econ on everyday life was a pretty appealing draw for someone like me.